Welcome to the Prop Market. I'm your host, the Prop King, and today I have NBA picks for December 28th, 2025, coming off a sweep, a 4-0 sweep, 3-0 player prop sweep, and a 1-0 on our best bet. We went ahead and swept Mobley, our hammer play cash once again for the sixth or seventh show in a row. I can't remember, six or seven. He cashed with it's under 26.5. A very easy play for us. I don't even think he got to 15 PRA. Jalen Johnson cashed under 46.5 PRA. If you got him super late, then you might not have got that line because his line went all the way down to 40 PRA, but we did cash. And then Cooper Flag under 36.5 PRA, cash that line. I will go back to that line if it stays the same or goes a little bit up without Anthony Davis, because it's going to be a little bit harder for him to get to that line. That's a high line, and he's going to be the focal point of most defenses now. We also cashed with the Nets. Uh, had them at plus 10.5. They ended up winning by 10. Extremely sharp line, extremely sharp play by me. And so we went 4-0. So show some love, give a tip, donate, hit the like button, do all those type of things, but definitely leave a tip or donate. And speaking of tips and donates, first of all, I want to shout out the people in the last cycle. I did this earlier in the year, but I want to shout out the new people that have donated slash tipped, or if you continue to donate and tip, I'm gonna shout you out again because that's just the way it is. Without you guys, probably wouldn't be doing this show. So for all you other people out there that are getting sweeps or just for services, giving someone a free show every day, tip, donate, I do appreciate it. But let me get to shouting these people out. We got Brandon B. He's donated multiple times and he's donated a lot. He's giving big donations. Shows me that this guy Brandon B is definitely making some money. So shout out to you, Guy W. He also donated a lot. Good job, good amount of donation there from Guy. I do appreciate it. Shows that you're actually making money as well. Then we go into the other people. We got Ethan L. who donated. I do appreciate you, sir. And then we have two people with emails, not names. So I'm gonna try to, get do this the best I can with your email. We're going with Stephens D. He donated along with Rishenter, Rishenter. That's your email. Do appreciate that. Justin D. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate you, man. Trey S. Appreciate you as well. Mike R. And then Reggie C. All these people donated different types, different amounts. Two, three, five, $10, whatever it was, $20, whatever it was. But everyone out here donated, and I do appreciate the donations. Continue to do that, and it helps the show, helps me out. And once again, not charging you for picks, not having VIP picks, but I'm gonna let you know if I do go to VIP, the people that have donated slash tipped, I'm gonna let you in that VIP for free. Let's go ahead and get to this show though. Four player props, one best bet. Let's get to it. Hopefully, we get another sweep going today. See our season average 58%, 55% on our player props, creeping up to our goals as we continue to go out and do really well. And now we got Emmanuel Quickly of the Raptors. This will be the hammer play. Season average 26, PRA projection 24. The Warriors are second in guarding the three-point line. So you got a really good team versus guarding the three-point line and then against a guy that gets an overwhelming most of his points coming from the three-point line. He was 4 for 4 in the last game. So he's facing the Warriors who, are also a top 10 defense and they are a great defense versus the three-point line, second in the NBA. So I do think this is going to be a problem. It's kind of how they force people. They force people off the line, make twos. I think it's a philosophy as far as the Warriors. And another thing I like here for Quigley's under is RJ Barrett may return. Has not, he has not played in a while, but he definitely will cut into some of Quigley's minutes and definitely his usage if he comes back. And Quigley has not played over 35 minutes this month. And if Barrett comes back, it should, maybe go down a little bit more. Also, it's going to be a slower pace game. Talking about the Raptors and the Warriors, neither team is breakneck speed. So I absolutely like this here. Give me the under 26.5 PRA for Emmanuel Quickly. Next guy, Tamani Kamari. We went with him before. He cashed us out earlier in the season. 20 is his PRA average, and then his projection is 19. He's on the court for defense. That's his main job. So when guys are on the court for defense, PRA is usually not the best. Defense first. Guards Jaylen Brown probably most of the game. My only downside to making him not my hammer play is he should play a lot of minutes. I'm expecting 37 plus minutes because he's going to match minutes with Jaylen Brown here. And so that's my only, caveat to him. He may just be on the court so long, but he's not a playmaker in my opinion. Doesn't get a lot of assists. And then a VJ has the ball 80% of the game anyway. So this guy's basically relying on spot up threes. I think Sharp has a better game here. He doesn't get a lot of opportunities. He doesn't take a lot of opportunities. Give me his under 21.5 PRA for Tamani Kamara. Next guy is Jaylen Brown of the Celtics. PRA season average 40, PRA projection 40. Portland forces others to win the game. You could see it very obvious versus the Clippers as they doubled James Harden the whole first half, and he was basically stymied until the second half when they decided to stop doubling him, and he kind of went off. But the Blazers did a run and jump type double, also doubled all ball screens. And if they do that against Jaylen Brown, who's not as good as playmaker, I think they'll have to either take the ball out of his hands, play him off the ball, but it'll definitely frustrate him. I hope the Blazers keep that same defensive tactics because it worked really well. Him and Ime Udoka are one of the few coaches that actually believe in taking the ball out of the other team's best player hands. Most teams in the NBA, they just let one guy just cook the hell out of them and they never help. So with that being said, I do like the under 42.5 PRA for Jaylen Brown. Last but not least, we got Brook Lopez of the Clippers. The Pistons are a top five defense, and they're very good versus three-point line. Pistons eighth at guarding the three-point line as well. Isaiah Stewart, a good defender. Detroit does not do as much helping as the Blazers did. They stay at home more often, so they're not going to allow him to have so many wide open threes. He had 31 points versus the Blazers. Did play 33 minutes, first time over 30 minutes this season. I do expect him to get probably 30 minutes in this game, but I also expect him to, struggle on the defensive side of the ball. See him getting cooked in that high pick and roll with Cade Cunningham just going to work on Brook Lopez as he does that drop coverage that he's known for. Playing against a top defense, I don't think he can be playing that much. I think he's going to get played off the court. Give me the under 18.5 PRA for Brook Lopez. Now for the quick recap, we had quickly under 26.5 PRA, Kamara under 21.5 PRA, Brown under 42.5 PRA, and then Lopez under 18.5 PRA. And now for our best bet, we're going to keep it going with these unders. Thunder versus 76ers. The Thunder are reeling. I think they get back to basics, and back to basics is their defense. They're still the best defensive team in the NBA. The 76ers, no Embiid, no Oubre. Embiid, even though, he's sometimes causes teams not to win, he's really good for overs because he doesn't play, as good a defense as he can, and he's a good scorer. So I think the 76ers struggle to score against the Thunder. I do think the Thunder, possibly blow this team out. So we're gonna get a lot of reserves, a lot of holding the ball towards the end of the game. Give me the under 227 for the Thunder versus 76ers. As I mentioned earlier, give me a donation. I will put in the comment section. I'll make it real easier. Just click on the link. Click on the link right here. It says donate here. It'll take you right to the donation place. Also subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. And then put your notifications on because these picks do change quite a bit. If you appreciate the content, as I said, like, comment, subscribe, and tip. And like I always say, keep what you like, leave what you don't, and let's cash.